All right, everyone, so I just want to preface today's video. We're currently driving over to someone's house, and I don't want to give away a little bit too much, but we are going to be reviewing and hopefully driving one of the cleanest cars that I have ever seen. He's done a ton to it, and we're going to be making the video with him, and we're just going to be explaining everything that he's done to it. And I hope you guys like this style of video. It's going to be kind of more like the Hoonigan, like build biology videos, or like Doug DeMuro style. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you all there. All right, guys, so we are here. Let's see if he's home. Hey, man, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on,
It's
Cody?
good to see you.
What's going on, man?
All right, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, man. It's a good day today.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
So can you tell us a little something about yourself?
Basically, my name is Emmanuel, and I've been in Tucson for a while now, and I've always had interest in cars. Before I got the S200, I had a right-hand drive CRX. I sold that a few years ago, and I picked up a completely stock S2000. It's a 2000 S2000. So the cool thing about that is it's like the first gen, like the first car. This was the car that they made because they thought the world was gonna end. I don't know if you guys remember that, but they thought the world was gonna end in the year 2000. Everybody was freaking out, so Honda decided to go back and make a rear-wheel drive. And so I've always had feelings about this car as a kid. I always wanted one, and when I had the opportunity to buy one, that's why I sold my right-hand drive CRX, because I was like, man, I need to pick one up. And so I sold it to a buddy of mine in Phoenix, and I bought this in Scottsdale at the Porsche dealership in Scottsdale. It was a white S2000. It had 60,000 miles, and it was the white with the red interior. And that's kind of what drew me into it initially. So obviously when I picked it up, I told myself I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm going to keep it stock.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
But then, I don't know, man. Then it's I bought something, then it was okay, well, that looks kind of cool. Then I kept buying more stuff. And before you know it, man, it is what it is today. But I guess the whole point of this video is to kind of get an idea of kind of what the car is. I guess we can start with the outside.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions with the outside, man? I mean, the first thing that I can tell you that you won't notice right away, and you might have to zoom in to notice, is that the original paint of this car was what's called Grand Prix white. It's a very traditional paint for S2000s. It's a popular paint in the white paint, and it's called Grand Prix white.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to change the color too much because I kind of like the fact that it was a white S2000.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, when I upgraded the paint, if you look at it, it actually has a pearl to it. So the paint's been redone. And if you shine the light, you kind of have to shine a light to it to kind of really see it.
Oh yeah,
but
there
if
it
you
is.
shine the light, you'll see it's got a pearl to it.
Yeah.
So in the sun,
Wow.
it actually gives you a really nice pearl kind of color to it. So I did upgrade the paint on it. Just because the old paint, it was really hard to, it was 20 years old, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was one of the things that we did. Obviously, from the outside, you look at, well, why does it sit so low? It sits so low because it is on air suspension. It's actually Air Performance with the 3P management system.
Okay. You can show the setup in the trunk?
Yeah, the setup in the trunk
Yeah.
and everything. So the car is completely automated, so you can't control it from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So when you turn on the car, you can control it up or down, and we can go over that once in a little bit. We can control it up or down, and so that is pretty cool about that. It's kind of one of those things, man. You can kind of enjoy the ride wherever if the road's pretty bad, you can kind of lift it up and go from there. So
we have some bad roads in Tucson.
yeah,
So
and it is. Starting with the wheels are really nothing special. I really did like them though. They're Cosmos wheels, so they're not reps or anything, but they're Cosmos wheels, and they're basically the S1s, I believe. and they're concaved, obviously, and they are a lot wider than the stock. The car came with, I want to say 17s and 8s, man. So not a real big freaking tire, dude. So these are 9.5s all the way around.
Oh wow.
In order to get them to fit the way they're fitting, is one of the things that also a lot of people won't notice just by looking at the car itself. So what I found was I found a company online that does custom metal work, and they actually did custom metal fenders. So what I did was I actually had, these are actually metal, so they're not plastic or anything, or carbon fiber, or like what's it called, fiberglass. So these are actually metal fenders, and see, they kind of keep the same line.
Oh yeah,
notice,
right.
You know what I mean? It keeps the same line. They also kind of kept the same line down here, so like the same increase or whatever. And these are custom metal fenders, but they're 35 millimeters wider than the original ones. So if you see the fender itself, you can actually see how far it actually sticks out more.
Oh yeah.
So the original line was like right here. So the fender would literally come like right here. So this whole piece was, you know, added and so it kind of gives it that look. One of the things that it also did take away was S200s do have a side blinker.
Oh yeah.
And by doing the custom fender, it did remove the side blinker, but I have the side blinkers. I just always been too scared to cut them.
Oh yeah.
And then not like cut them right, and then like have them all off balance. So I just haven't done that. I think I will eventually.
And the rear fenders are the same. It's just like the over fender you put.
Yeah. So the rear fenders are the same, but I did end up getting the Vortex, over fenders on it. Exterior wise, obviously, we're still talking exterior. So for exterior, the first thing you look at is. The headlights are not the OEM headlights. There are just Spec D headlights. They've just been upgraded. The original ones were really bad and broken, so I had to upgrade it with something. The bumper, the cool thing about this bumper is that it's an original AP1 bumper. A lot of people don't like the AP1 bumper because it doesn't have like an aggressive look. So I had to customize the bumper in order to kind of give it the look that it has now. The bumper doesn't come with fog lights. The fog lights were actually custom made. My buddy, his name, shout out to him, is S2K Customs. You guys can find him on Instagram. But the cool thing about the lights, and I'll show you.
See here.
And like I said, the car's completely automated. But the cool thing about the lights, so these are custom fog lights, and what he did is he was able to kind of sync them up.
Oh wow.
And do so you can do like different patterns. You can do like different brightness on the light itself. You can do different speeds. So if you want to go faster, and I'm talking like different colors, different patterns. So it's pretty cool.
Wow, yeah, that's nice.
You know what I mean? He did a lot of work.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, and so like it's kind of cool. It's a custom fog light. I did find a carbon fiber OEM lip. So this is like the OEM lip, but it's carbon fiber, of course.
Okay.
And so like I was able to find that. I was able to find obviously the splitter. So this gives it kind of like the whole look. You know what I mean? It gives it a little bit more of an aggressive look.
Definitely.
So as far as that kind of goes. Now on the sides, obviously I couldn't leave it bare, so I had to get also the carbon fiber side skirts on there to kind of give it that even flow. And then obviously when you get to the back, it was like, dude, you cannot not do anything.
Yeah.
So like I had to do the carbon fiber diffuser as well in the
man.
back. So it kind of gives it like that whole underneath.
Yeah, that's nice.
Feel to it.
And then what exhaust do you have on here?
The exhaust, actually, if you kind of get in there, you can actually see it. It's the NVIDIA exhaust.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
And so yeah, you can
right there, yeah.
You can kind of see it. So it's the NVIDIA exhaust. It's a full exhaust all the way around, all the way through. So that's one of the features. Another feature that's still kind of exterior was a later feature that I did. was another small thing is obviously it's got the upgraded rotors.
Oh, the drilled and slotted
yeah.
rotors? Okay.
And then obviously one of the things of the cool thing about the door is that you can open it normally. Obviously, if you kind of want to put a little sash to it, you can pick it up.
Oh man, I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
I love these doors,
so,
man.
You can definitely pick
Oh,
that
man.
up, man. You know what I mean? So if you kind of want to like, you know, put a little extra
Yeah.
to it, you know, just like.
Did the wider fenders help with the clearance for the
It did.
Yeah, I saw that in there. I didn't think it fit. But you can see the.
Yeah, you can see the shock right in there.
Yeah.
And if you go right in there.
It looked pretty close, so I didn't know if it would fit if you had the OEM fenders on there.
Yeah, so there is a lot of cutting you have to do, which kind of sucks, in order to get them to fit right. But if you're gonna commit, you have to commit.
Oh
right?
yeah,
You're
of
like,
course.
All right, let's go. So you have to commit. So another small like detail that sometimes people won't notice is these what they call like the side moldings for like the door or whatever. These were actually some custom inlays that were done for like the 20th anniversary, and it was done by a buddy in UK. And actually, this is number 5 out of 50.
Okay.
So they only made like 50 of them.
That's really cool.
And so like that is pretty cool. It's a small little detail. It's a carbon fiber like inlay in there. So that's kind of cool. So exterior, that's pretty much. No, actually not. We still got like some things in the back, I think.
All right. Look at that.
So
Management now.
yeah. So as far as the management system, like I said, it can be completely automated. So this is what your app would look like, and it's an air performance. So
let's see those presets.
all right. So like right now, I'm basically like, if I was to get somewhere and park, I'm basically at my preset for just kind of like park the car. If I did want to go into drive height, obviously that's this selection here, and that would be my drive mode. And that mode I could drive, and I should be fine as far as like the system.
Oh yeah, you can't hear those compressors at all when the trunk's
if you
closed. That's
notice,
crazy.
when the trunk's closed, you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So your exhaust is actually still louder than anything. So
it's a pretty ballsy
kinda,
ride height though.
Yeah. So now that's the ride height. Now that's kind of like if I really is a speed bump or something's going on, you can get low and you'll see the car actually go up quite a bit. So.
Oh wow, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah. So like once that's for like a speed bump or something. You know what I mean? Definitely. And for the most part, I haven't hit a speed bump at that height.
Yeah.
That's pretty much kind of like normal height for like a nice car, Mercedes, a Lexus.
Yeah.
They normally don't come too high. You know what I mean? So that would kind of be like ride height for like a normal car.
Yeah, it's pretty perfect though.
You know, and then obviously you do have my back to like just kind of cruise setting. And the car will adjust automatically.
Oh, you have the sensors and the height sensors?
Yeah, so
okay.
there's definitely sensors in there. There's also like kind of weight sensors in there, which is kind of cool. Like, so if somebody gets in the car and they sit in the car, you will see the car kind of like start kind of adjusting itself a little bit, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of how the air management works as far as the air management system. Let's go into, I guess, the interior part of the car. So as far as the interior, man, so like I've actually done quite a bit of things. One of the first things that I guess we can start with is I did end up replacing the original roll bar. The S200 has 2 roll bars. It does come with the roll bar because it's convertible, of course. So it has its own roll bar. Kind of like right beneath the seat. I was able to find, this is the Mugen roll bar. So I was able to find the Mugen roll bar. Shout out to my homie Hemp S2K. He was the one that actually got it for me. So I was able to find this Mugen roll bar, and so my buddy Jackson helped me install it. Which, if you notice, I did have to cut a lot of like the plastics and stuff to get to it.
Okay.
But you know, it was one of those things where, like I said, you have to, once you commit, man, you gotta commit.
Yeah, definitely.
So with the roll bar, I was able to get these. I'm not sure if a lot of people are familiar with them. I know some people in the racing scene will. These are William Night Runners.
Okay.
They're actually pretty decent, like harnesses. And they're you know, kind of pricey.
Yeah.
Whatnot. Yeah. So I actually dropped. It was almost like, I want to say it was like $1,000 for
Holy
just the
smokes.
harnesses. Yeah.
Wow.
So they're definitely like cool harnesses.
Yeah.
They're the Night Runners. They're the white ones. Kind of felt like it would give it that, you know, kind of with the white look still. Obviously these are Recaro seats.
Yeah, I like
The steel pole Recaro
seats.
seats. So definitely, I mean, you guys know what this brand is. So definitely felt like nothing against any other brand, Brides or any other brand, but obviously, like growing up, you always thought like Recaro, like,
Yeah.
top end. So when I had the option to buy the seats, I was like, you know what? I know it's gonna be probably double than what the other ones will be, but I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went with that. The steering wheel, I did want a custom steering wheel, but everybody usually replaces it with the, you know, detachable steering wheel. But what's the first thing you lose is the airbag.
Yeah, this is the style that I actually had on my car.
And so like, it was like, man, I really want the airbag, but I want to make my wheel cooler, you know? So I found a company online that basically made you a custom wheel.
Okay.
And what they did was they took an OEM S200 wheel, because you have to give them your old one in order for them to do it. So they took your OEM wheel. Now they don't use your exact one, I imagine, but basically they use an OEM wheel. They cut it, they weld, so where it's flat.
For the flat bottom, yeah.
So the flat bottom, and then they do the carbon fiber.
Okay.
And then they do give you the option of the color of the stripe.
Yeah, you got to keep the red going throughout. So.
Yeah, so I did. So I went with the red, obviously. So that's part of that.
I see you kind of got the Supreme thing, like in the trunk. You had some of the Supreme stuff as well.
Yeah, I do. So a cool thing about that is that is real leather, Louis Vuitton Supreme.
Okay.
So it is pretty legit, like as far as like the leather and everything on it. I didn't pick it up myself. It was pretty hard to find. So when we got it, it was literally just like a odd shaped like piece of like leather.
Yeah, you had to
so we had to
mold
like cut it up and do it. We did the boot, we did the armrest. Another cool feature that you might not know too or notice right off the bat is the moldings on the side. These are custom carbon fiber moldings for the door.
Wow. So is it the cap that goes over?
Yeah, no. So I had to remove the old one and install this one. And so it's actually carbon fiber. And it's
if I look at this?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, open it up so you can kind of see.
Perfect. Oh wow, so it
so it actually is. I had to remove the old piece and actually get that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
which
crazy.
is pretty dope.
Yeah, definitely.
So now, as far as the interior, that's kind of it on the interior. I did upgrade also the sound system, of course. It does. If you look in the back, you can kind of barely see it, but it does have an amplifier in the back of that seat right there. I don't know if you.
You might be right below. You might be able to see some of the wires, but right there.
Yeah, it does have an amp. It does have a good sound system. So as far as the system itself in the car, it is pretty cool. The last other thing is, I guess, the wind visor. A lot of people say, "What is that, man?" This is actually a wind visor. It actually makes a big difference when you're riding. It stops the noise in the cabin.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah. So when you roll your windows up and you have that on, even with the top down, it does reduce a lot of the noise.
That's good.
The cool thing about that one is that it does light up.
Oh, I figured. I saw.
It does light up, and it lights up. I have it set up where it lights up when you press the brakes. So if you press the brakes.
Oh wow! Oh, that's cool.
Up. Yeah. So
that's really cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. So it was a custom wind visor.
Yeah.
Same thing. I was able to find like an online company that was able to do that. So that's pretty much it as far as the interior, bro.
Yeah, I guess let's move on to the engine bay part.
So the engine bay. So as far as the engine bay, the plans is to boost it.
Okay.
And so what I did was instead of like just buying a turbo right away and throwing it in, I was like, you know what? Like I want to boost it, but I want a reliable car. And I want to have like pretty good power, so I'm hoping to make about 450 to 500.
Wow.
I could probably push a little bit more based on what I have in my internals, but I would feel comfortable with about 450, 500. So that's kind of like the game plan. So if you notice, this is an AP1. So all S2000s have a red engine with like a gold like center cap, and that's pretty much like stock red S2000 engines. So what I did on this one was when I first got the engine built, I basically had the head powder coated white. The top piece here is the actual carbon fiber piece.
Okay.
So it's just like the valve cover.
That's cool.
So that kind of gives it that kind of same concept, you know, the carbon fiber concept, kind of like all the way around. Even
got right here as well.
Yeah, even the carbon fiber here. Obviously I have the metal, it's like the subframe metal that goes on the top.
Oh yeah.
That's all polished up. I got
the radiator right here.
Exactly.
Wow, that's huge.
Mishimoto radiator, so like for 400, it's rated for about 400, 500 horsepower. Okay. So it'll definitely be able to hold once we do it. As far as internals, I did everything, man. So it's got piston, rods, it's got sleeves. The head's been rebuilt, so I'm literally ready for like the turbo, man. And so that's kind of like what the next step is. A lot of my friends actually do give me a hard time because they're like, bro, where's that turbo at, man? You know.
What kind of power are you making right now before you turbo?
Actually, to be honest, it's probably still sitting close to stock. Even though I have a lot of the stuff that I have, this car initially stock came with about 242, I believe. So it's probably sitting somewhere about like 260, somewhere around there. It's still probably sitting real close to stock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as far as that, it's built for it. Now it's just waiting for that. For that boost, man. So that's kind of as far as the car goes. And that's kind of like the little story about the S2000, man. And obviously there's still a lot of plans in the works. But that's kind of where it sits right now after owning it for about 4 years.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Done a lot. Do you think we could hear it start up real quick?
Yeah.
Everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that video. That was his S2000. Again, that was super nice car, really clean. He done a lot of work to that. That car was just insane. I was not expecting it to be that loud at the end. That hurt my ears, but that was crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video, like the review of a car like that. But yeah, that's going to be everything for the first one. Hopefully next up, I got a guy, buddy of mine. He has a wide body Golf GTI, and I'm hoping to check his out pretty soon. And then as well, like I said in the previous video when I was doing the BRZ, I'm hoping to be able to continue, like as I'm continuing the search for my own car, I'm going to be doing like the reviews and the drives of the cars that I'm actually checking out. So I go check out the BRZ, I'll do a review on that. Or if I go to check out like maybe the competition, like if I go find like a Veloster, something like that, I'll do something with that. I'll do a video with that. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. All right, let's hear this. We got to hear that exhaust. Holy smokes. That's crazy.
It's at 9,000 RPM.
Oh my. Jeez. You know, it's loud, but it doesn't have that like rasp that a lot of like other Hondas do. So it's not too bad because it.
No, it does. You can feel it how it's loud, but it's not like that annoying.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it, man. That's pretty much the car right there, bro.
Yeah, well, thank you for showing me everything. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate you coming by, bro. And good luck. Good luck with everything, man. Good luck with your channel, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have anyone you want to shout out before we leave?
I do. I obviously want to give a shout outs to I got a lot of friends that helped me out throughout the way. Like I said, Mason did help me out the way. My brother actually helped me out a lot. My buddy Jackson. And then obviously can't like not say the crew. You know, the crew's always there to help out. So shout out to Team
Yeah, I
Envious.
see the shirt you got on.
Yeah, so shout out to Team Envious. But other than that, yeah, thanks to my friends and family, man, for everybody for supporting kind of like my hobby, my deal. So thanks a lot.
All right, cool, man. We'll have a great rest of your day.
Cool deal.
It's good seeing you. Everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that video. That was his S2000. Again, that was super nice car, really clean. He done a lot of work to that. That car was just insane. I was not expecting it to be that loud at the end. That hurt my ears, but that was crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video, like the review of a car like that. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for the first one. Hopefully next up, I got a guy, buddy of mine, he has a wide body Golf GTI, and I'm hoping to check his out pretty soon. And then as well, like I said in the previous video when I was doing the BRZ, I'm hoping to be able to continue, like as I'm continuing the search for my own car, I'm going to be doing like the reviews and the drives of the cars that I'm actually checking out. So I go check out the BRZ, I'll do a review on that. If I go to check out like maybe the competition, like if I go find like a Veloster, I'll do a video with that. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time.
Jamento.com